Just kidding.
Okay.
Took it, had it put together.
Jim just
Okay.
by.
Is it 6 o'clock?
6:01.
6:01? Oh my gosh, I gotta get my computer.
So I do have that besides the full report. Jim said when he dropped by, if we don't want it, give it back. I haven't decided yet. I got so much clutter out of it. I'm probably gonna give it back to him.
But I don't want to.
On my mind.
Kind of see how they do things.
Yeah. Real difference. Okay.
New glasses?
We do have a minister here, I think.
Yeah, I brought the wrong mouse. That's not good. Oh well, I have a printed. Okay, have we got all the pictures taken? Are we ready to start? Is everybody gonna sit down? Or not? Okay.
Hey, Kristen, there's some chairs up front.
Hey, Kristen, look.
No?
Don't make me use my teacher voice. I have one. All right, we're going to begin tonight with our invocation and the flag salute. We have Elder Deb Kaufman from Chisholm Trail Presbyterian Church, and she's going to lead us, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
I appreciate you all and our teachers.
Okay,
Everyone, please stand and bow your heads.
we have a microphone over there on your left if you would like to use that.
Let us bow. Dear Heavenly Father, as we meet this evening for our first 2024 school board meeting, please help us remember that our job as parents, as invocation providers, as students, as school board administrators, and as administrators, bus drivers, lunch preparers, and guard walk people, that it is our job to help instruct our youth that is coming up through the ranks to have the opportunity to learn to make our world a better place for not only themselves, but for us. Guide and direct our footsteps and theirs as we go through this coming school year. Provide safety to all and help us all to be better individuals. We ask all this in your name, dear Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
Now, if you will please face the flag and do the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,
under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You all may be seated.
Thank you, Elder Kaufman. We appreciate you very much. Could we have our roll call, please, Mrs. Rowe?
Here.
Mr. Colson.
Here.
Mr.
Present.
Here.
Here. Okay. Superintendent, do you have any comments or remarks or information for us?
We always have stuff. Absolutely. First of all, to Mr. Colson, welcome back for another 5 years. We appreciate
Yes.
you running and
Yes.
uncontested, so congratulations. Have official. But whatever. So now we get to do the really cool stuff. First, we'll talk about our board. It is Board Recognition Month, and it is across the, I don't know, is it a national day or is it I think it's a national thing. So, once a year we get the opportunity to say thank you, and our sites do a great job of doing that, and appreciation for the things that they do every month and the things they do in between the monthly board meetings that nobody sees. And again, we do appreciate it. We know it's a very high-paying, thankful job, but it is a necessary evil, and we do appreciate it. And so congratulations, or you're well. I don't know what the proper salutation is for happy. That's it. Happy Board Appreciation Month to you guys as well. Wow, what an ending.
That was loud.
It's like an exclamation point right there, wasn't it? That was fantastic. Now let's talk about kids. That's why we're here. So it is our Character Strong. So where are my MCs? Yeah. So let's recognize some children. And I know they're not here to see us. That's a given.
Me first? Yeah. All right. I'm Scott Hine, the Executive Director of Elementary Schools, and we are loving this tradition of celebrating our kids. I also want to give a shout out to Delynn Kuntz and her team in the Community Ed office. They helped us get the t-shirts that the kids are receiving and also have them ready as we hand them out, tied, looking neat and fun. So thank you for that, Delynn. And it's just awesome. Our leadership team, school board, and principals, teachers, we love to celebrate kids. So thank you, parents, for helping us continue this great new tradition. We plan to do it every month we're in session. And so look back and see these great kids that we have to celebrate. So we're going to start with our elementary team. If my awesome elementary principals would come up, and let's recognize our Character Strong, and we call them Miller Strong winners for the month of January. Come on up. And if the student would stand right here, because if you stand just to the right of the podium, you'll be on TV. Everybody in the world can see you. Everybody in here can see you. Looks like Mrs. Gallagher and Central's going to go first.
Hey, Scott,
Yes.
can you make sure that people talk with the microphone so we can all hear? Maybe you might want to tilt it a little bit towards the audience.
Okay. Just right there.
All right. Well, welcome. I'm Laurie Gallagher, the principal at Central Elementary School, and I am so excited to be here today to introduce Kaylee Vaughn, who is our Character Strong Student of the Month for Central Elementary. Kaylee has been nominated by many, many staff members, and I'm going to share some of the things they had to say about her, and then I'll share a few words of my own. Kaylee Vaughn is an exemplary student who sets remarkable example for her peers. She possesses strong work ethic and is devoted to her studies. Kaylee consistently demonstrates her willingness to assist others, offer her support wherever it's needed, and shows respect in art class by taking care of community supplies. Her love for reading is evident as she frequently visits the library daily and provides thoughtful answers to questions. Furthermore, she is known for her kindness and helpfulness towards fellow students, particularly in welcoming and befriending new students. She has persevered. We have different words of each month. So she's persevered upon the rock wall as she's climbed with confidence, and she's a team player and loves helping her friends meet their goals. Kaylee is very deserving of this recognition as our Character Strong recipient. She is naturally quiet. You might notice she's very quiet, but an amazing role model and leader for her peers. She's always respectful towards all the students and staff members at Central. She's extremely responsible, and you can count on her to do the right thing all of the time. She is empathetic toward other people's feelings and is a wonderful friend to everyone. She's an exceptional student, and we are fortunate to have her at Central. These are just a few words from the different teachers throughout our building who nominated her and shared about her. And we have several of those people here tonight. So if I could just ask my central staff to stand up, because this is pretty amazing that this many staff members would show up for this little girl. Kaylee is a first grader here at Central, so she's still beginning her journey at Central and has just done an amazing job. And I can just echo what everybody said about her. Every morning, she greets me with a smile. She's there to help me do the things I need to do and get ready for welcoming students every day. As you see her throughout the building, she's always patient and kind with those who might need an extra hand or who need some patience. And she just is accepting of everybody. And so she truly exemplifies what Central Elementary is. And we just couldn't be prouder to have Kaylee Vaughn recognize Central Elementary.
Shirt, don't forget your shirt. Back to the Y, yeah.
Hi, my name is Carla Smith. I'm the principal at Skyview Elementary, and it is my privilege and great honor to introduce Carly Gaynor as our Miller Strong Character Trait Winner of the Month. We do the same thing. We have teachers submit nominations, and Carly's name is constantly on that list. You always see that. So I have a couple of things from some staff members. Her third grade teacher at Skyview says, Carly is one of those students that every teacher hopes for. She is a natural born leader. She willingly and with a sweet spirit welcomes every challenge I send her way. She is focused and dedicated to her own education. I have watched her tenacity and determination when facing an uphill battle. She not only continues until she achieves her goal, but she pushes herself to go even further. Additionally, when she sees another student struggling, she is always the one to volunteer to both encourage and assist in whatever way she can, be it academically, socially, or emotionally. For all of these reasons, and too numerous others to mention here, Carly is the epitome of a strong character award winner. Coach Rios, who is our teacher of the year this year, he says, Carly is the true definition of lead by example. Students gravitate to her because her tender heart and her ability to welcome anyone into what she is doing and make them feel like they are truly a part of her group. Carly has been a ray of sunshine in every class she has been in over the years because she includes everyone with open arms. This is well-deserved honor. And I, again, reiterate those statements. We always worry about grades and what academics look like, but true character is going to be what makes an impact in this world. And people like Carly she is going to make a huge difference in our world. And she is already starting every day at Skyview. So I am grateful and appreciative of everything that she does. Again, those words, leadership, tenacity. She doesn't give up. She keeps persevering. And that's our word that we're working on this month. And that's one of the things that I have already told her that I'm going to use as that example. And when we recognized her this morning at Good Morning Skyview, you could tell as soon as I called her name, the whole third grade started clapping. They knew because she is that person that welcomes everyone and makes everyone feel included. And like I said, she's going to make a difference in this world. And that's what makes our jobs so important. And so that's my paycheck right there. So congratulations, Carly Gaynor, Skyview's Miller Strong Student of the Month.
Oh, you have her shirt.
That's your paycheck.
Hi, I'm Heather Mitchell. I'm the principal at Parkland Elementary, and our Character Strong winner this month is Maisie White. Maisie's not here this evening, but I did want to share just a little bit about her real quick. Maisie's one of our life students, and she is just a ray of sunshine. She's always smiling. And she's just so kind, and her favorite thing to do is say hi. And it just lights up the whole room, and it just makes your day whenever she says hi to you. And she just has always shown such great empathy. She can tell when someone else is upset. And so she cares so much about her other friends in her class. And this is what her teacher said. Maisie has a heart of gold. She is a social butterfly and loves meeting new people, and especially loves being with her friends and teachers at school. Although she is nonverbal, she is a great communicator and great friend. She has a hilarious sense of humor and loves to make people laugh. She is continuing to master so many goals with ease as she loves learning and enjoys working hard. Maisie's a third grader at Parkland, and we're going to miss her dearly. So just help me in recognizing Maisie.
Right. I'm Shannon Dutton. I am the principal at Myers Elementary, and it is my pleasure to introduce Gareth Robinson. He is a third grade student at Myers Elementary, and he is in Miss Diaz's class. And Gareth has really taken our character strong to heart, not just learning our traits, but actually putting them into action. And when we look at those nominations and you see his name come up several times with teachers all over the building, as you read through those, it's everything that you hear it's all the same. Gareth is a bright spot in my class. Gareth is always the first person up to help somebody else. Gareth is always looking for ways to be better in class. And he is just a bright spot for all of us. His teacher, Miss Diaz, she's also new to our building. And what she had to say about Gareth was that he's the reason that she gets up in the morning and comes to school, because not only has he helped his other students in the class, but he has helped her transition into becoming a classroom teacher. He is just one of those students that finds joy in helping others, true joy in helping others. And Miss Diaz also said that he has one of the biggest hearts that she has ever seen, and that big heart is going to carry him on through life, and he's going to do very big things. And he's one of those students that you can't wait to see in 10, 15 years to see what he does, because you know that he is going to do great things. So please welcome and help us honor our Miller Strong Student of the Month, Gareth Robinson.
Well, I am so excited. I'm Kristen Leip. I'm the principal at Ranchwood Elementary School, and this is one of our wonderful third grade students. And as we were looking at our character for December, I went around to our specials teachers because they see everybody in the building, and they said, Raylan Hatley. And I said, oh my gosh, she's the one that I was thinking of also. Every morning I'm out in the front opening car doors or meeting the bus with all of our other 8 teachers out in the front. And Raylan's the first one off that bus. Big smile, spark in her eye, letting me know exactly what happened on that bus this morning. And the morning bus comes through pretty early. What time does the bus pick you up?
I don't know.
6:40, so it's early. And so she always is telling me this is what happened. And she always watches out for our pre-K, kindergarten, first and second graders. But she's that leader and that role model. So as the special teachers and our counselor said, oh, Raylan is the one. I went to Miss Gerber. I said, what do you think about Raylan? Is she have that character? And so at this time, I'll turn it over to our awesome third grade teacher, Stacia Gerber, to tell more about Raylan.
So when Mrs. Leip came in, I knew that this is what we were going to be speaking about. And Raylan was already absolutely not just on the radar. She was the one. Daily, every single day comes in with that just grace and poise and just maturity and just selflessness. I mean, it's always about everyone else and just assesses the situation. If she can pop in and help, or if she just needs to hang back, if somebody needs a minute, she's just that one that is always there for everybody, puts everyone first, which is such a big, huge character trait. We talk about what our words of the week, our words of the month, the perseverance, empathy, every word that we have gone through each month just encompasses Raylan. And she's one of the just fabulous reasons that I love coming to school every single day. So I'm so proud of you, and that's going to take you so far. We love you. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Becky Oglesby, and I'm the administrative intern at Surrey Hills Elementary, and I get the privilege to introduce to you Miss Lily Smith. She is a third grader at Surrey Hills, and her teacher's name is Miss Lauer. And I went to Miss Lauer and I said, okay, Miss Lauer, tell me all the wonderful things about Lily. And she's like, well, do you have a minute? And I was like, yes, I do, as a matter of fact. So she starts telling me things like, oh, she's incredibly responsible. She takes initiative. She goes above and beyond, and just on and on. I said, that's great. Give me some more specifics. I said, for example, she got nominated for empathy. Tell me about empathy. She said, well, I knew it was her because a pre-K teacher came to me and said there was a little pre-Ker that when they were going to the bathroom, they turned the corner to go and the little pre-Ker got lost and she started crying. And Lily was on her way to the bathroom and saw her and took her right under her wing, said, it's going to be okay, helped her find her class, and took care like a true leader in our building would do. And then she said, whenever it's time to do group work, and there's always somebody that like has trouble matching up with a friend, Lily will say, hey, do you want to be my partner and be a part of my group work? And so she is just that outstanding leader. She is wonderful. We are so sad that she's third grade and she's going to graduate out of here before, but if we could clone her, we would. So Miss Lily Smith, we're so proud of you.
All right. I'd like to introduce you to Jonah Scott. He's SheDick's Miller Strong Student of the Month. Fantastic kiddo. Has a lot of the similar traits that we've talked about already tonight. When I asked his teachers, said he's brilliant, said he's hardworking, a fantastic kid to have in class. He's just that model student that everybody wants to have. And I said, so give me a specific example. Tell me a little bit about why Jonah stands out. And she said, he has this ability to self-reflect. And you don't see that a whole lot with third graders. And so he can take a moment, kind of take a breath, figure out what's going on, and make a good decision instead of just being impulsive like a lot of third graders are. She gave a specific example of a student in their class that can be kind of troublesome, can be kind of annoying to other students. And she said you could see it on his face, like this kid was kind of getting on his nerves. And he just took a moment, kind of took a breath, kind of thought about it for a minute, and then reacted in a really good way, like was helpful and encouraging and supportive of that student instead of just getting frustrated and moving on. And so she said that makes him stand out in her class. And that's what Jonah Scott's all about. He kind of reflects, kind of figures out what's going on, and then makes a good decision. And that's super impressive. And so Miss Brown wanted me to give you congratulations tonight. She couldn't be here with us tonight, but she said, you're just fantastic and she loves having you in class. And so this is SheDick's Miller Strong Student of the Month, Jonah Scott.
Good evening. I'm Adam Jewell. I'm the director for secondary ed. If I get the secondary principals and their character or Miller Strong kiddos to come on up here, we can get them going also. Scott says line up over there.
That way you're not blocking.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. I'm Tracy Sawinski. I'm principal at Redstone Intermediate School, and I have the tremendous privilege to recognize Joshua McCoy tonight as our student with character for this month. He just moved here 2 years ago with his mom, who, not to have another brag moment, but his mom is my fantastic choir teacher. So they moved here to a new school district, just mom and little brother, and he has worked so super hard. And when I talked to his mom, it's like he's never liked school. He's just never loved school. But when me and his mom were talking this morning, she put it in the best words, but you're good at it. You're so very good at it. So I wanted to share some words from his teachers. He's in 4th grade, so his homeroom teacher, Mrs. Fuller, says Joshua is one of the most respectful students I have had the privilege of teaching. He is wise beyond his years and brings such a sweet, calming spirit to our classroom. He is always prepared, considerate of others, and tries his best in each and every activity. He is a dream to get to teach, and I feel so blessed to be a part of his 4th grade year. I'll go on to his switch teacher in 4th grade, Mrs. Pepper, said Joshua is a star student. He leads the class on respect and responsibility. He goes above on his assignments and is always willing to help others. He has such a sweet, calm spirit and is always ready for any challenge that comes his way. Okay, compliment. This is out, but I have one more. Mrs. Andrews, excuse me, is his technology teacher. And she says, Joshua is a great example of being a person of integrity. He always does the right thing, even if no one is watching. I never have to worry about him being off task or entertaining a student during instruction. Joshua is also kind and respectful to his classmates and teachers. He is a true leader and academic scholar and so deserving of this recognition. Congratulations to Joshua on this award. Joshua, I couldn't ask for a better student. We have at Redstone, we have our Redstone way. We are resilient, respectful, and responsible. And this young man is that every single day, even through all the hardships of changing schools and coming to a new school and all the things, but you're really good at it. All right. Josh McCoy. Isn't he handsome too?
Good evening. I'm Sam Summers. I am the principal at Lakeview Intermediate. Lakeview's man of the hour here is Mr. Jake Johnson. When I was going around asking teachers and all that about what are some great things we could say about Jake, I learned that there was some lobbying and some bribing going on behind the scenes to get Jake in some classes. And I was like, well, you know, we can't really do that. Let's let him pick his electives, right? We're not going to force him into something he didn't want to do. But that just goes to show you like how great of a kid he is. My own personal anecdote, this morning, that alarm went off really, really early, and we all got to school, and we were sitting there, we were doing Lakeview Liftoff. It's like our beginning of the week, kind of kick the week off, have a fun assembly. Everyone was kind of sitting there, you know, tired and sullen, and I looked up, and Jake was right in front of me, and he was just smiling. He had no idea I was about to call him down there, but he was having a great time, and I was like, all right, it's going to be a good day. So he's the kind of kid that obviously his parents are very proud to claim. Teachers are very proud to teach. And as a principal, I'm very proud to call him a Lakeview Miller. So Jake Johnson, he's Lakeview's Miller Strong Student of the Month.
All right, my name's Amy Young. I'm the principal at Independence Intermediate, and I have this super fantastic Independence Miller Strong student. This is the wonderful Lacey Wasson. She is very fantastic, and I actually made the top 10 reasons why she's amazing. So number one, she is responsible and trustworthy. Number two, she is kind to everyone and does what is right when no one is looking, which shows great integrity. Reason number three, she is on task in class and is always striving to be her best self. Reason number four, Lacey is an excellent student, but even more importantly, she is a wonderful human being. Reason number five, she has empathy and kindness for others. Reason number six, Lacey exudes gentleness and positivity every day. Reason seven, Lacey is the most authentic representation of genuine care for others that we've ever seen in a fourth grader. And that's saying a lot because we've seen a whole lot of them. Reason number eight, she exhibits all of Independence Intermediate's core values. Reason number nine, Lacey is a blessing to all around her. And reason number 10, which is the best thing that I've ever read that a teacher could write about a student. She leads gently and cares deeply. So when I grow up, I want to be just like you. So congratulations to Lacey Wasson for Independence.
Good evening. I'm the proud principal of Yukon Middle School, and our student of the month this month is his name is Daniel McKim, and he is playing a basketball game in Ponca City tonight. So he is not here. However, Sharon Mitchell, our special education facilitator, is one of the nominees or one of the nominators, and I wanted her to read a few things about Daniel.
It's Diesel. I'm not only am I the special services facilitator, I'm also the Partners Club sponsor. And Partners Club, our partners help with our Special Olympics athletes and do fun things around school with them as well. And Diesel is one of our very best. So I'm thrilled to submit a nomination for Diesel for the December Character Award for Selflessness. Diesel is an exceptional individual who has consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to selfless service within the Partners Club program at YMS. He's an integral part of our club where he generously contributes his free time to support the Special Olympics Unified program. Diesel's dedication shines through in his interactions with special athletes involved in various sports, showing patience and kindness and going above and beyond to find unique and effective ways to ensure the success of each athlete. Diesel's selflessness extends beyond the sports arena as he willingly participates in Partners Club during rec time, foregoing other activities that he could enjoy with friends. Instead, he engages in games, crafts, and socialization activities, providing our special athletes with much needed companionship. Diesel's ability to overcome personal adversity in the past year is a testament to his resilience and strength of character. Not only has he bettered himself through this experience, but he's also a source of encouragement for others facing challenges. Diesel's selfless actions are not sporadic, but consistent, showcasing his commitment to making a positive impact on others' lives. His leadership within the club is evident as he's willingly gives his time to help and inspire others, making him an invaluable asset to our club and to the entire YMS community. So congratulations to Diesel.
Bless you.
Good evening. I'm Melissa Barlow, principal at Yukon High School, and our Character Strong student of the month is Mackenzie Cravens. And at Yukon High School, our Character Strong focus is on collaboration and kindness with our peers and that interaction. And so Mackenzie was actually nominated by her Keystone Oklahoma history teacher, Mr. Barney Moon. And he says, I chose her not only because she's an exceptional student, but because she is so helpful to her peers and her teacher. Her unselfish attitude and work ethic tell me she is on a plan for success in whatever she chooses. So our Yukon High School Character Strong student is Mackenzie Cravens.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, parents. Thank you, students. Good stuff. All right, so now, if you're a parent, this would be a really good time. You're more than welcome to stay and hear about our audit. Totally understand if you'd like to leave. So we're gonna transition. Go ahead and come on up.
So we're going from celebrating to business.
Yeah, but it'll be equally as entertaining and energetic.
I don't think so, because I think the room's clearing.
The room is clearing. We give you just a couple minutes here. It won't take long for him to leave, I promise. So I don't know if you remember or not, but Mr. Putnam was our auditor for a number of years, and when did he pass away?
In last January.
In January of last year, shortly after he presented the audit to us. And so we have a new gentleman who actually has taken over the company. So introduce yourself. And
I'm Jay States, and we started a new firm last year, S&B CPAs. I'd been working with Pat Carroll, Chaz W. Carroll, for the past 12 years or so. So Jerry, we had met with Jerry in December. We didn't realize he had cancer at the point of time, and he was wanting to retire and wanted somebody to take over his clients. And before we met again, he had passed away. So we continued his wishes. Amy's still with us. She's at Guthrie tonight. So we were kind of the new old firm. I think you've got a sheet like Amy usually gives you. She's giving you this. And we'll turn to page 4, and I've kind of got a spiel on them, just kind of come out. You've got 3 letters since you're uniform guidance. Uniform guidance means you spent over $750,000 in federal funds. The first letter is a qualified and an adverse opinions. Adverse, due to the fact that we do not present it in generally accepted accounting principles, we present it in the regulatory method like the state wants us to. It's a qualified opinion because we do not present the general fixed assets, because we do the modified cash basis. You'll turn to page 7. 7, 8, and 9 are your basic financial statements. First column is the general fund. We show cash and cash equivalents for each fund, the warrants payable reserved for encumbrances, and then the fund balance down below. The unassigned is only in the general fund because that's where your operations are paid from. Each of the other funds is listed and are appropriated to those funds. The special revenue is the child nutrition and the building fund. The capital projects, you have 3 or 4 of them, and we'll show you those later on in the statements. The trust and agents use your insurance funds and your activity funds. Page 8 is your income statement for each fund. Down at the bottom, you can see we show the sources of revenues, the expenditures. And down at the bottom, we show the increases in the funds for the year. In the general fund, it increased $4 million. Special revenue, $2.4 million. Debt service, $1.156, and $15 million in the capital projects. Page 9 is a repeat of page 8. Only thing we show the budget to actual, the beginning budget and the ending budget for each fund. 10 through, I think it's 18, are your notes to your financial statement. There's a lot of information in your school, about your school in there. It tells about your types of funds, your fund accounting. But also on page 14, I believe, we show your general long-term debt. Have combined purpose bonds of 2018. We owe 1.88 million. Was paid in November 1st, so that is retired now. 2019 building bonds, 17 million. They will retire in November 24. 2020, $15 million. Those are retired now. We paid $8 million this year. 14 million for general obligation bonds of 22. They'll retire in May of 22. 18.26 million will retire in May of 25. We turn over to 17 tells about your retirement system. Down towards the bottom, if you look in 23, 22, and 21, we paid $4.7 million on behalf of our teachers, $4.5 million in 22, and $4.257 to teachers' retirement. Turn to page 19. 19, 20, and 21. These are your balance sheets for your special revenue. On page 19, the building fund and the child nutrition. Page 20 is the balance sheet for your building bonds, and we're going to change Fund 39 to transportation bond. Amy's changing that, so we have it listed as a building loan, but it's transportation. 21 is your insurance funds and your activity funds. Again, on 22, 23, and 24, 22 is the income statement for your special revenue compared, it'll be listed on page 8 if you need a breakdown. 23 is your income statement for your capital projects. And then 24 is the trust and trade agency funds. It's the insurance funds. We do not show the activity fund in the trust and agency income statement because those funds belong to the projects, to each FFA, third grade, whatever. So they're not part of the school's financial statements. Schedule C1 is the budget to actual for the special revenue funds. We don't show it for the capital projects or the insurance funds because they are not budgeted funds. 26, 27. I think it's 29, 30. Are your and 31 are your activity funds. Again, we have cash of $2.2 million due to activity groups, 2.173. One of the things we look at this the hardest, these are your cash. 90% of this comes in cash. So we check your receipts. We check your POs, make sure you have PO, make sure the invoice is signed. Because if those items are missing, we want to know who to go talk to. Again, receipts, and you have to turn those receipts in on a daily basis because the state requires if it's over $100, those be deposited on a daily basis. Again, we hit it pretty hard and we ask for receipts. And one of the things my old boss always says is, if there's an opportunity, there'll become a need. And the school's not responsible for those funds don't get turned in. The kids aren't responsible. It's going to be that teacher. So if something happens to that money, that teacher is going to be responsible. So it's for their protection that we look at it so hard. Again, if you look at each one of them, there's 4 or 5 pages and list each project. So you can see there's a lot of teachers and a lot of people involved. And about the time you get them trained, they change, and then we got to start over. The custodian of the activity fund is the gatekeeper. And those are the most important. They're usually not liked very well. Page 32 and 33 is your CFA schedule, schedule of expenditures of federal awards. We received $9.466 million. We spent $9 million this year. We still have $1.5 million that we've received this year from last year. Page 34 is the second letter. This is where we look at everything else. We look at your receipts. We look at your POs. We look at your warrants. We look at read your minutes, payroll, teacher's retirement, everything else. And then 36 and 37, this has to do with, this is the opinion on your federal awards. If you turn to page 38, we look at Title I, your CARES Act, your IDAB programs this year. There's about $2.6 million. So we have to look at 40% of them. And of those, I think we looked at expenditures of about 60%. So we looked at those very hard. We found no reportable conditions this year. That's where you wanted me to start. There was none last year and everything was taken care of. It was a very good audit. You have a very good staff. You're losing a good one, but I think you've got a good one coming in. So I want to thank you.
Sir.
Thank you very much. I want you to know I miss Mr. Putnam,
Yes.
but I'm glad that you're his, I don't know, the person he mentored. So,
Well, Jerry was really good friends. My boss and Jerry were about the same age, and Pat retired, and Pat told him that he was retiring and we were taking over. And he says, I wish I could find somebody. So Pat took us and introduced us. So that's kind of how it came to be. And
That's
Amy's
wonderful.
been a blessing. So
well, and the fact that he wanted to meet with you and have you do it, that that means a lot to me personally. I think probably to our whole board. So thank you for this very thorough report.
Is there any questions?
I think you covered it very well.
Oh, Leonard's probably got a question or
Just,
two.
based on, this being your first year doing this, did you do anything any different than you would on one that you would do year after year?
Not really. I trained with Pat for 12 years and was in charge of a lot of them when he was doing it.
Okay.
So not like it was it. And this is one of those things you don't want to be new because the new ones, it's hard to learn this because this type of accounting is different than any other type. We do it on an encumbrance basis. So we have to encumber those funds so we can expend them. But
I was just curious as to, because
I'm sure we did things some different because Amy's said, well, we didn't quite do it that way, but we're doing it a little different. So
But basically you didn't find anything that,
no, you
that
have a
needed to
very
be
good
brought
staff.
to our attention. Okay, sounds good.
I think page 39 says that there was no findings, that they did a good job.
And we looked at a lot of stuff, so.
All right.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much for coming and doing such a great job on this for us.
I
Thank
just got to go
you.
to Hera and do the same thing.
Okay.
Good. Be safe.
Well, thank you so much.
This is my souvenir clip. I get for every, all right, back to the agenda here. So I think that should pretty much wrap it up on our part, right? Is there anything I'm missing, Ms. Rowe? Okay.
All right, you have the approval from Mrs. Rowe, so we will move on. Board member communications and announcements. Who wants to start? Brian.
Voluntold.
I'm used to that. Really, I just hope everybody had a good break, got refreshed, rejuvenated and all that. It is kind of neat to see that the wrestling team, the girls and the boys, are doing wonderful in these tournaments they're going to. And I did get to go attend the middle school band concert. And we've got an impressive band, middle school band. And I was really thrilled to be there. I mean, one, I was kind of proud of two of the kids.
They are in Tulsa. They're going to go to Tulsa, right? For,
Yes.
I forget, what is it, Karen? It's OMEA? OMEA? Oklahoma Middle Level.
MMA?
Yeah. Yeah.
MMA wrestling, yeah.
MMA. Oh, and then Mr. Chapin has a group going also from the high school choir that will be there.
Oda was this weekend.
Yeah, it was this past weekend.
Lots of stuff, lots of good stuff.
That's all I've really got.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Wells?
Okay, couple of quick items. I did get to attend the Christmas in the Rotunda. If you've never got to go to that, you really ought to go. The choir puts on a great performance, and then I also got to attend the jazz choir's performance, and really enjoyed that also. The other thing that I did get to attend, Brian just mentioned that the CODA honor bands performed Saturday in Norman, and Yukon was quite well represented. There was about a little over 500 students there, and Yukon had 45 students involved in the different bands. There was 7th grade and 8th grade and 9th grade, and then 2 bands from the 10th through the 12th, and it's just it's the best of the best. Got to mention one thing that was really interesting. They bring in guest conductors, and for one of the bands, the director was the head guy at oh great, I didn't even write it down. Who's playing in the ball game tonight? Not Washington, the other one.
The ball game tonight at 6:30.
Yeah. Michigan. He was the band, he was the band director for Michigan. And of course, one of his responsibility is the marching band that's performing tonight in Houston for the title. And so they wasn't sure he was going to make it, but he said, nope, he would committed and he was going to be there. So it's really a good experience for the kids. And we were well represented. What else did I have? Again, I think it's already been mentioned that Brian is back with us, and I'm very happy that he chose to run again. And I think he's very excited that nobody ran against him. And again, I want to thank everybody for all the goodies that we've got here in front of us. It's just amazing the kind of stuff that we get. And I want to thank the rest of the board for their service. We've got a good board, and I have worked with boards that didn't work as well together as what we've got here. So I appreciate all of them. What else did I have? Anything? I think I may have mentioned all I need to mention.
Okay, thank you. Jeff?
Normally I say no comment, but I just want to say I have nothing but thanks for all the gifts that we were given tonight. So thank you again.
Cody?
Mr. Colson, I don't know if congratulations is quite the word I would use, but welcome to another term.
Thank you.
I do appreciate all the gifts that were given to us every year. This comes around, I look out, and it amazes me all the sites come together and thank us like this, and I really do truly appreciate it. One thing I am trying to do this year is, I guess it'd be last year and this year, this school year, is try to make it to every school site. And what I'm doing is it's just coming out, let the principals just kind of show off your school. Just tell me about it. The first year I took this gig, it was kind of a just settle in. The second year was kind of learn a little bit. Third year, now it's kind of learning a little bit more about the district. So I will, if I haven't made it to you yet, I will be making it by some point this year, and I just want you to show your school off to me. So thank you.
Hey, gee, it's my turn. Thank you guys for all the good stuff. Melissa, did you do this? Who did this? The plants? Not you? Okay. Well, the plant that I got last year is still green and still growing, and it's been in the middle of my dining room table for a whole year. And so that is nothing short of a miracle. So I'm excited to see if I can do it again. I'm terrible at that. I can do a great garden, but not that. Thank you all so much for remembering us. If we go along the lines of what did we do, I didn't do a lot, but I did make it to several band concerts and some vocal stuff and wrestling homecoming where my granddaughter was on the court, and it was so nice to see her all dressed up, and she was so pretty. And I watched wrestling matches, which I have not done in a very, very, very long time. And I was quite impressed with our team and our kids and how they supported each other. And it was really an eye-opening experience for me in many ways. So thank you guys so much for this. Thank you for what you do. I wish for you a great 2024, or at least as good as it can be. I think we're kind of in for a long haul now before we have a little break. So everybody hang in there.
Well, Monday.
Well, I know, but after that, it's all over. There's nothing for a while. And I just thought I'd mention, I really like to read to little kids. So, all the elementary people are gone, but I really like to read to little kids if somebody wanted to invite me. Just a hint. So we've got upcoming things for Board Appreciation Month. The community coffee is going to be here, and I think I'm going to be there. Who else is coming?
I'll be there.
You going to be there, Cody? You working?
Yeah, I'll probably make it to that one.
Oh, good. Jeff,
I'm sorry, what?
are you going to be at the community coffee on Friday?
I will. Set it on my calendar.
Okay. Brian, you going to make it? Okay. Gosh, This is wonderful. We do have a good board. And congratulations. I'm glad you're back. Okay. You'll have to excuse me here. I am operating with a torn rotator cuff. So waiting for the MRI. All right. Any patrons to address the board? I don't see any. Finance consent docket. All of the finance consent items will be discussed, considered, and approved or disapproved by one vote unless a board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of them. And we've got items 6A through 6C, and we've all had our questions answered. Is there any discussion about this? No discussion. We can have a motion on.
Make a motion to approve all the business items on the finance consent docket as listed.
I second.
Vote, please.
Yes.
Mr. Coulson? Yes. Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mrs. Cannon?
Yes. Our business consent docket, items 7A through F, and those items will be discussed, considered, and approved or disapproved by one vote unless a board member requests to have a separate vote on any or all of the consent items. Is there any discussion on this? Once again, our questions have been submitted and answered, so I would entertain a motion for items 7A through F.
I make a motion to approve all the items on the business consent docket as presented.
Second,
I'll second.
vote please.
Suzanne, real quick, just to clarify, it's 7G.
Oh, I didn't see that. 7G.
His motion still stands because he said all and come.
I just
so
wanted,
So
I
we're
just
still
wanted
good.
to clarify.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I'm not doing well with the
It's
whole
all right.
computer thing, so. Okay,
Mr. Beaver?
Yes.
Mr. Coulson?
Yes.
Mr. Sanders?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mrs. Cannon?
yes. Any new business?
No, ma'am?
All right, the personnel docket. Item 9A, vote to convene or not to convene an executive session pursuant to 25 OS 307B1 to discuss the resignations, employment of support and certified personnel, promotions, recommendation of change of assignment and/or transfers as listed on the attached Exhibit A, memo and review, superintendent's evaluation, and contract.
I make a
Yes.
motion to convene into executive session.
Okay, a second. Okay, vote please.
Yes.
Mr. Coulson?
Yes.
Sanders?
Yes.
Mr. Wells?
Yes.
Mrs. Cannon?
Yes. Okay, are we gonna let everybody go? All right, bye, guys. See you next time.
And thank you.
You might make it for part of the football game.
It's been recorded, so.
It's more disciplined than I am. I always look at the score.
Okay, we're back in session here. We're going to acknowledge that the board has returned from executive session and no votes were taken. Cody, have you got the piece of paper to sign? Okay. We're ready for discussion and possible action on the attached personnel items. So we've got the employment docket, and then we've got the superintendent's evaluation contract. So we are open for motions. I think they need to be separate.
Separate motions, okay. So I'll make the first motion that we approve the personnel docket as presented.
Okay, motion to approve the personnel docket as presented. Cody, second. Vote, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay, now we're going to look at the superintendent's contract and evaluation. So I would be open to a motion on that.
I would make a motion that we approve the contract as presented.
Okay, is there a second?
I'll second.
Vote, please.
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay. Can we have the Beheimer? Second?
Second.
Vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, the